Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Capcom's big surprise. Resident Evil Requiem, the brand new trailer and everything we know so far about the 9th main entry in the Resident Evil series. What did we see in the trailers? What kind of story awaits us? What gameplay changes are coming? And why is Requiem bringing back that old school Resident Evil horror? We're breaking it all down. Grab your coffee or tea, because this is going to be a full Resident Evil deep dive. And while I'm taking you through the details, don't forget to subscribe and drop a like, it really helps us out. Let's get started. Resident Evil Requiem is the 9th mainline entry in the franchise, and in this video I'll give you the complete breakdown. Release date, trailer reveals, gameplay mechanics, story details, everything you need to know. If you're a Resident Evil fan, this one's for you. Let's start with the release date. Capcom officially announced at Summer Game Fest 2025 that the game will launch on February 27, 2026. That means after 8 long years since Village, we're finally getting a brand new main Resident Evil game. It's confirmed for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, PC, and most recently Nintendo Switch 2 as well. The main protagonist is a very intriguing new face, Grace Ashcroft. She's the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft from the Resident Evil Outbreak games. Grace works as an FBI intelligence analyst, but she's introverted, easily frightened, and struggles to face her fears. As director Koshi Nakanishi explained, this time the protagonist is meant to experience horror the way we, the players, do. Someone who actually feels scared, but still has the training and skills to fight back when necessary. So, what did we see in the trailers? In the first reveal, Grace is shown strapped to a gurney, screaming for help, while we get chilling shots of a decimated Raccoon City. A mysterious man tells her she's the special one. At Gamescom Opening Night Live, we saw Grace with her mother inside a manor when hooded attackers suddenly break in, forcing them to run for their lives. These scenes clearly hint that Grace's mother's past holds major secrets that will unfold throughout the story. The second trailer dropped during Nintendo Direct and officially confirmed the Switch 2 version. In this footage, we saw more of Raccoon City in ruins, the iconic RPD building, and references to the mysterious Wrenwood Hotel, where Grace's mother reportedly died. Dark ballrooms, gothic atmosphere, and hooded enemies all signal that Resident Evil Requiem is returning to the franchise's classic horror roots. And visually, the RE engine with ray tracing looks absolutely stunning. One of the most exciting aspects of Requiem is the ability to switch between first-person and third-person gameplay. Capcom tested this feature in Village's DLC, and it was very well received. Now it's fully integrated into RE9. You'll be able to play an Ethan Winters-style immersive first-person, or go with the over-the-shoulder camera style of RE2 Remake with Leon and Claire. This isn't just a visual choice, it changes the gameplay too. For example, in third person, Grace has unique animations like stumbling and falling while running, which you won't see in first person. In first person, though, the tension and atmosphere feel way more intense and claustrophobic. Capcom wants to give us both cinematic storytelling and raw, terrifying immersion in one package. Speaking of gameplay, one of the creepiest things we saw in the trailers was the design of the new enemies. There's a grotesque monster that's sensitive to light and can crawl along walls and ceilings. It corners Grace in narrow corridors and disappears into the ceiling, only to ambush her from another spot. These chase sequences feel like a mix of iconic Resident Evil stalkers, Mr. X, Nemesis, Lady Dimitrescu, and Jack Baker rolled into one. And of course, Resident Evil wouldn't be complete without puzzles. Locked doors, hidden codes, strange symbols, classic survival horror design. Capcom clearly wants to bring back that old-school feel. So it won't just be about shooting and running, you'll also have to think, solve, and interact with the environment to survive. In early gameplay previews, we saw Grace moving through dark hallways with nothing but a lighter. That alone shows how oppressive the atmosphere is going to be. Narrow spaces, limited light, and no weapons, it all builds a sense of helplessness. Many fans compared these segments to Sherry's part in Air 2, or Ashley's sequences in Air 4, raising speculation that Grace might not be the only playable character in the game. Story-wise, Requiem ties directly back to the series' roots. Set 30 years after the missile strike in Raccoon City, it blends nostalgia with new terror. The ruined city and redesigned locations bring back memories of RE2 and RE3, but rebuild with modern technology to feel more immersive and terrifying than ever before. Director Koshi Nakanishi even explained how the team mapped out the bomb's impact on the city, deciding which areas would be in ruins, which might have survived, and how shockwaves would have reshaped Raccoon City. So when we explore, it won't just be random rubble. It's a carefully designed environment that feels authentic. At the heart of Grace's story is her mother, Alyssa Ashcroft. The Wrenwood Hotel, where Alyssa died, is a major source of Grace's trauma. Throughout the game, Grace will be forced to confront that tragedy, uncover long-buried secrets, and finally learn the truth about her mother's hidden past. That emotional weight gives Requiem a strong, dramatic core. Another fascinating element is the possibility of two timelines. Some scenes show the fully destroyed Raccoon City, while others look like they're set during the outbreak itself. This suggests we might experience both the aftermath and the unfolding disaster, possibly switching between past and present to piece together the full story. But it's not just a personal drama, there's a global threat brewing in the background. Dialogue in the trailers references a new virus outbreak spreading across the continent. So Grace's private journey will be tied into a much larger catastrophe, blending intimate storytelling with high-stakes survival horror. On the technical side, the RE engine looks better than ever. With ray tracing and advanced lighting, even a single flame can completely change how a hallway feels. The engine already proved itself with Village in the RE4 remake, but Requiem pushes it further with bigger environments and denser atmosphere. Tone-wise, the game is going darker and more gothic. The second trailer's ballroom scenes, hooded attackers, and ruined cityscapes all point toward a heavy, haunting style. If you loved Village's gothic vibes, Requiem looks like it's taking that to an even more intense level. Interestingly, Capcom admitted they experimented with online and open-world concepts during development, but fans weren't interested. So they scrapped those ideas and doubled down on the core of the franchise, single-player, offline survival horror. That decision has been widely praised by the community. Fan reactions so far are overwhelmingly positive. Players are excited about Grace's vulnerability, which makes her more relatable than characters like Leon, who rarely seem scared. There are some doubts about how well the Switch 2 version will perform, but most fans are thrilled that Requiem will be available across all major platforms. In the end, Resident Evil Requiem looks like it could bring the franchise back to its terrifying best. A return to Raccoon City. A brand new protagonist with a deeply personal story, and gameplay that mixes classic horror with modern innovation. It has all the ingredients for a true Resident Evil masterpiece. On February 27, 2026, we'll finally get to see if it lives up to the hype. So there you have it, folks. Resident Evil Requiem is shaping up to be both a throwback and a fresh start for the series. When it launches, it could very well be the scariest Resident Evil game yet. What do you think of the trailer so far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Resident Evil updates. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.